Hey everyone, Joe here. In tribute to Herohunter81 coming back on YouTube. And if anyone is not familiar with him, please check out his videos. Back 10, 12 years ago when I was doing videos, he was doing videos, a few others. It was mostly comic videos of collectors showing their collection and showing books that maybe you never saw before and you wanted to put on your pull list, or not your pull list, but your want list. So I'm going to show you a bunch of mostly independent comics that you may not ever have seen and you may want to put on your want list. And we'll start with this one. Air Pirate Funnies, number 2. I do have number 1, which actually graded a 9.8, and at the time, that one, I think, was only one of maybe 5 or 6 9.8s. So this one has obviously Mickey Mouse on the cover. They were sued by Marvel way back when. So that's why this is a desirable comic. So there's one of them. Actually, I got a lot. I'm going to have to start speeding this up. So I'm a big Mike Allred fan. So here's Graphic Music, number 1, signed by Mike Allred. I got this way back years and years ago, before eBay was really big, and I contacted him directly, bought this directly from Mike Allred, had him sign it before he sent it out. So there's number 1. I believe that's number 2, also signed. Number 3, and again, these are the first appear. Let me pull that back. I believe these are reprints, which I'll show you in a second. But this is Madman, where Frank Einstein, who became Madman. So these are the first appearances. And then here's number 4. So these are pretty hard to find, but when you do, I don't think they're that expensive. Maybe number 1 is. But here is what came before. I believe these came first. And this is Graphic Music. Different from Graphic Music. And this is number 1. And then this is also number 1. But this, again, was signed by Mike Allred. Did a little sketch there. And again, bought these years ago directly from him. And there's number 2. I don't know. I think there's a 3 and a 4, and I believe I have them, but I couldn't find them for this video. Oh, wait a second. I lied. There's number 3. And I don't believe that one is signed. I may have bought this one later on. Alrighty. And then, of course, in the background, this is my Kiss collage here. We got the On Tour game, the Viewmaster, the jigsaw puzzle, the dolls, the radio, a signed picture of all 4 up here. I used to work for a rock magazine way back 1986, and I hadn't met them all at that time. I got Live 3 pass right there. I don't know if you can see over here. There's a Asylum pass. Whatever. There's some stuff that fell down, but got that up on my wall here in the basement. We have Savage Tales, number 1. This was actually graded 9.0, but when I bought it, the guy had cracked it out, so I've kept it raw. It looks better than a 9.0, but nice comic there. Okay, here's one that you may not have ever seen, American Splendor, number 1. This is in great shape. I'd put it at least a very fine plus, 8.5, 9.0. And again, hard to find these larger magazine size comics. Very good movie if you've never seen it. And so there you go, American Splendor. Beautiful yellow, red, blue, it all pops. And I have American Splendor, very fine plus. The time I bought it, on the back it says $150. I don't remember what I paid for it, and I don't know what it's worth these days. This is the first appearance of the Goon, I believe, Dreamwalker 0. I have some issues here. There's a don't know if you can see it. There's like a bend in here. So I don't know what that does to the grade. You know, I tried to press it, and I actually may have pressed that in for all I know. But you know, it's a cool comic to own. Here's a big one. Warrior, #1. First V for Vendetta. And now I make notes on the back. I didn't back when I was buying all of these. I know it's the first V from Vendetta. I'm not sure if it's another first, but it's a great book to have. It's a hard book to find. It's a British book. Another hard book to find. We have Love and Rockets #1. And I remember I bought one of these, and then I was looking forever to find it. Finally found it, bought it, and then of course once you buy it, you find another one. And I got this one for like $10 less, so of course I bought it and was planning to sell one of them, but all these years later, I have 2 copies. Again, kind of hard to find. These are higher grade also. I might be willing to part with one if somebody's interested. I don't know what their value is these days, but I might be willing to part with it. This one I am not. So that is although that's #1, it's not the first appearance. This is. This is a Love and Rockets #1. I believe it is self-published, and I don't know how many are out there. I believe it's only in the hundreds. So this is really hard to find, really expensive, and I have it in a top loader here. I wouldn't even trust sending this to CGC because you never know what happens in the mail, and then once they get their hands on it, no offense to CGC, but you don't know what's going to happen to it once it leaves your house. So it's very well protected, in the Mylar and then the top loader. And again, this is a gem. I was really happy to find this. I forgot what I paid, but I bought it years and years ago. Okay, then we have not as big of a banger. This is the first Ghost World. I have this graded as a 9.4. This is 8-ball number 8, is it? No, 8-ball, I'm not even sure of the number. Number 11. And if you ever saw the movie Ghost World, really good movie. Excellent. Scarlett Johansson, and I'm not sure if anybody else known is in it, but Steve Buscemi. But really good movie, Ghost World. Recommend watching it. This is the first appearance in the comics. And then, of course, we have another British comic. This is the first appearance. I have this graded, it's the first Tank Girl. I think I have a fine plus, but I think it has some creases along the edge here. I'll show you a little bit closer. But on the inside, on all of the pages, there's like little pinholes. And I've seen them before, and I think I've read that CGC does not downgrade for those. And there's a word for them, I don't know what it is. But anyway, again, another hard book to find. The only positive so far I could find with being older is that I bought a lot of these comics years ago, 10, 20, 30 years ago, when they were very affordable. They were expensive at the time, but looking back, they're very affordable now. And I'm glad I bought them back then instead of now. Got a few more. This one, anybody know which Playboy this is? Yes, this is the Farrah Fawcett's in there, yes, but also Marge Simpson. So save the page. We have Marge right there. Again, not sure how difficult this is to find these days, but it's kind of a cool book to have. Actually, at the time I used to work for a company that did work with Playboy, so every month we used to get free issues as samples, and I grabbed this one way back then. What else do we have here? There's a few here. Sally Forth. Now there's an Adam Hughes #1, which I have, and a very desirable cover. But these are oversized. Here's my hand, so that's how big it is. Bigger than a magazine. And there is #4, #1, #3. So I am missing #2. A couple more here. And these were in no order. So this I picked up at a convention maybe a year or two ago. It's just a magazine called Apple Pie. I like the cover. It's #1. It's from the 70s. Actually, this is #4. I think I had #1 and sold it, but because I like this cover better. This is interesting. This is a Judge Dredd preview. So this is just a script inside. I believe it's what they did. Maybe this is what they sent to the artist to see what to draw, going by the script, or maybe they sent it to the publisher as a, to show what they were planning on, not for display only, not for sale. Obviously, I bought it, so somebody broke that rule. But there's a few of these out there. They're kind of cool to have. I'm a big Judge Dredd fan, so I picked that up. This one here, Amputee Love. This is somebody, some people may look at this and say, oh, they're exploiting amputees. But this book was actually published by an amputee association or organization to bring awareness to amputees. So I saw this at a convention once, thought it was really cool, and the guy wanted too much money for it, and a couple of days later I found it on eBay for probably half of what they were asking. So I'm not sure how hard it is to find or what it goes for, but again, another oddball comic if you're into that type of thing. Funny Animals, not sure of the number, but this is the first mouse in comics. So I know that's a big comic, but this was the first appearance. And I have this graded as a 6.0, so it's not in the best shape, but it is kind of hard to find, and probably did not print that many. I just got two more here. This is just Ding Dong, and this is from 1946, so it's one of my oldest comics. I think I have a couple older, but it's one of the older ones. It's in great shape. I think I have it as a 6.0 to 5.5 to 6.0, and I wanted to show this one because for an idea. If you ever have comics where you like the back cover, but then you put it in a bag and board and you can't see the back cover, here's what I do. I copy the back cover, and then I just put the page in the back. So now I don't have to take it out of the bag if I want to look at the front and the back. And I've done that for a few. So just an idea if it's something you might want to do and you have a color printer at home. And last one here is a magazine called Back Issues. It's a Bruce Timm cover. Great art here. And again, this is really all about the cover. And that's it. So hopefully I did Hero Hunter proud here. And hopefully there's a couple books here that maybe he doesn't have or never had or has never seen. And same with everybody else watching. Hope you saw something that you hadn't seen before, and you get to put it on your want list and go out and hunt for it. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.